stampers, and welcome back to me, I guess. It's been a long time since I've put a video up. I have been stamping once in a while, and if you've gone to my website, you'll see I have a few pictures of cards that I've been making. So I'm still enjoying stamping, but I haven't been taking time to make videos. And the excuse I have for myself is it is summer, and when you live in North Dakota and there are nice days, you take advantage of every single one of them, and I certainly have been doing that this summer. I am addicted to my flowers. I'm trying my hand at container gardening, which, being that we live in North Dakota, and I'm sure other parts of the country too, when a wild storm blows through and we have wind like no other here at times, I can move my entire garden in the garage, which I just did the other night. So container gardening for me is really kind of my thing, and I'm having a lot of fun this year doing that. So while I haven't been doing my stamp videos, I've been enjoying life to the fullest and enjoying everything that I have around me, be it my container garden or shoes, which for today, let's check them out. This was the first pair that I grabbed, loving sandals, of course, because it's summer, and I had yellow in my top, so I thought, I'm going to do that. So I had these yellow shoes, but I have to be honest, because when I made my card for today, I'm just going to show it to you. This is the one I'm making. I have this blue. Again, sometimes I take inspiration from my clothes, and it started out focusing on this top, which you can only see part of it, but at the bottom it has some blue and green and that kind of thing, and I'm not standing up to show you. You just have to take my word for it. But I ended up doing this, and I thought, you know, I should wear these shoes instead because they match my card. So how cute are these? And as I'm showing these, I'm seeing that my clearance sticker is up in the top, which I haven't taken off. Because if you ever get shoes and they put those clearance stickers up in the top and you peel them off, your foot sticks to the shoe. So I leave them on. And who sees it when my foot's in there anyway? But aren't these adorable? Oh, love them. Okay, so the card I'm showing you today is this. Simple as usual. But the thing that this picture is not doing justice is this piece of paper right here, which is a Dazzling Diamonds Glimmer paper. Love. If you do not have this yet from Stampin' Up, seriously, rush to your computer, log on to my website, and get yourself some of this. It's amazing. Because the computer picture that I have here for you is not doing that justice, I just want to show you the other glimmer paper that they have. 12 by 12 sheets is what this comes in. Ooh, it's so sparkly, I think it's freaking my camera out. But you can kind of get a little bit of an idea of why they call it glimmer paper. It's amazing. So stay tuned and check out another simple card you can make. Okay, today I'm just going to make a very simple card, and actually I think I say that at the beginning of every single video because really all of my cards are very simple, but I don't think it has to be too elaborate to be beautiful. Stampin' Up! Has some great products, so I'm going to be using those today. The set I'm using is You're So Sweet. I'm going to be using the Just For You stamp, and using Versamark and some embossing powder, which I haven't done yet on video, and I just love that look. And I'm going to bling things up with the jewels, the rhinestones, love those. And the funnest thing today is going to be this piece of paper. I don't know if I can get my video to do it justice, but this is the Dazzling Diamonds Glimmer paper. Oh, love this stuff. It comes in sheets of 12 by 12. And if I get my shadow out of there, 12 by 12, it is gorgeous. You don't need to use a huge piece of this, just a little small piece will do because it is fantastic. Glimmer is a great name for it. All right, so let's get organized. All right, to start, I'm going to take my Versamark pad, and this is kind of a sticky pad. It's just, it'll be great to adhere my embossing powder to it. So I'm just going to really get my stamp all inked up with it. And I just have a scrap piece of white here that I'm using. I want to make sure it's clean. And I'm going to stamp that on there. You can hear it when it releases, that it's really kind of tacky. And then I'm going to use my embossing powder. Now embossing powder comes in these little tubes, little containers, I should say, like this. But this to me is hard to work with. So I put mine in these little disposable Tupperware type things that you can buy at the grocery store. And I don't use them for my food, but I use them for my stamp products. And I can put my powder in here, and then use a spoon. And I'm running low on black here. I'm going to have to get some more. And then I'm able to just tap that right back in to that container. Okay. Give it a couple of taps here to get all of the excess off. And I'll try to keep my spoons in there so I have them handy. Now for my embossing, I have the image on here, and it's kind of a powdery looking image right now. If you've never embossed before, you will do that. Then take a heat gun and heat it up. I will edit some of this out because I don't think you need to listen to it the whole time. But it is kind of fun to do because you can see the image change from this matte finish to kind of a shiny finish. Now, I don't know if the camera will pick this up as well, but it's got a shiny finish to it now, and it's just a little bit of a raised image with that embossing powder. Really gives it a neat look, something that's so simple to do that can just give it a change up from your regular stamped images. Okay, now, a lot of times I am kind of addicted to my Big Shot, but I don't have a die to cut this one out, so I'm actually going to, I know people call this fussy cutting, I would only attempt to cut something that is pretty basic. So I'm just going to cut around this with a white border. Okay. So I have this image cut out. Pull this in just a little bit. And I'm going to back it with this Pacific Point paper. So I'm going to use my adhesive. And I'm going to fussy cut around the blue too, and so because I'm going to do that, I'm actually going to line the bottom up so I don't have to cut that side. Oh, smart, huh? Anytime I can make something easier, I will certainly take advantage of that. Okay, so I have that cut out, and I'm going to be putting it on black cardstock. I just love that black and white and blue combination. But I'm going to put in a piece of this Glimmer paper. So I just cut this at 5.5 inches across. I wasn't paying much attention to how wide it was. That's how I do things. I'm not much for measuring. I just kind of cut it and use it, make it work. So if you need dimensions, I guess you can come up with whatever you think looks best. And I don't know, do I want that just a little tiny border on the bottom? Love that paper, it's so gorgeous. And then I'm just going to mount this. In fact, I think if I can find my dimensionals here, I'm going to put this on with a couple of dimensionals. Kind of pop that up and give it a little bit of three-dimensional look to it. I'm just kind of putting it off center. And then I'm going to use these little jewel pieces. And I do have this little handy tool because otherwise me and my fumbly fingers makes it hard for me to put these on. I'm just going to put one on there and just jazz it up a little bit here. And of course with my bifocal vision here, I can't tell if that's upside down or right side up. You know, I could do this 100 times when I'm not filming and it's just, you know, snip, snap, and they're on there like nothing to it. The minute I kind of like these bigger ones. The minute I start filming, things take a turn. Do I want one little tiny one? The little tiny ones are kind of put together in a rope. You could use it all together. Makes it easy, but I just want one little one over here. Okay, so super simple card as usual, but just that Glimmer, I think, just steps it up a notch. Love the embossing. All those different textures on there, I think really work well. See you soon.